And I think that that's really what it's been. It's just been everyone's like, "How do you market that? How do you reach so many people?" And it's like you invest in people and then they invest in you. And that's how it should be.
This is Jim Bratton Podcast. You may enjoy some, or all, or none. Now, here's Jim.
This is the Jim Bratton Podcast. We're coming to you from Marmo Conference Room 206. Today we're talking to Jennifer de Ranieri.
Yeah. Galveston Island Market.
Your email is galvestonislandmarket@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. Let's back up and just start from what it is, what you do, and walk me through. We got 10 or 11 minutes. Let's just talk about it.
A lot. Well, I started off as a vendor,
Right.
running Muffin Tops Catering. I was a baker and stuff.
Right.
I started that in 2008.
Right.
I was diagnosed with lupus, and I was like, I need to make extra money to be able to fund all this, medicine and all this stuff. So I started working doing that. And I started going out as a vendor to different markets and stuff.
Right. As a baker.
As a baker.
Doing pop-up style
Yep.
things? Okay.
All that fun setup breakdown stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the best part. And then I decided that I was like, I need to do something more, help more people other than just myself. So I went back to school and got a master's in marketing degree. Yeah, I know, right? I did it in a year. Graduated with the 4.0 and valedictorian. Yeah, so I did all the fun stuff.
In a year?
In a year, yeah. And then
Where'd you get your master's?
Full Sail University. So I did it online, but I went in person and graduated. Kind of an excuse to go
Full
to
Sail?
Yeah, Universal Studios. I was like, I'm gonna go there and do the things. I'm going to Florida for graduation, but
What was your degree in from Full Sail?
It's digital marketing. Basically.
Digital marketing.
Yeah. I wish I could have gone in person, all the time, but I did it online. But
Yeah. But you went down to walk.
yes, I did. Like I said, I wanted to go to Universal Studios.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So, lupus, pop-up.
Yep. And then
Baker.
Yeah, after that, I started kind of like putting out there that I'm doing marketing and stuff like that. I had become friends with the people that owned Galveston Island Market back in the day. So they had started Galveston Island Market, and they just was getting older and stuff like that, and so they decided that they no longer could handle doing the market. The original Galveston Island Market was started way back in the day, basically.
That's correct.
And then after like COVID and stuff like that, they kind of started slowing down. Pat Jacoby, she's like, like 80 something. She's a great artist, photographer and stuff. And she didn't really want to keep doing it anymore. And so I had went to her and I was just like, hey, I'd be interested in helping you or whatever. And she said, well, why don't you just take it? And yeah. And I was like, wow, that's
This is with your fresh master's degree.
yeah.
You're offered a chance to run an organization from scratch. I mean, the total thing.
And I had no idea what that entailed or what I was really even doing. Because I mean, marketing is way different than running an actual market. But I used my marketing degree to be able to promote this market which it really lacked a lot of in general.
So they were solid on the logistics side.
Right.
But the marketing.
Yeah, as far as permits and how to measure out booth spaces and, acquiring vendors, all that stuff, like it was great because I had already been within that scene,
As a participant.
as a participant.
Right.
So what I decided to do was, well, what would I want as a participant? I would want a great location for a reasonable price because I need to make money as a small business. And I would definitely want it in my area so where I don't have to travel very far. And so that's what we've done. We just celebrated 1 year at Holy Family Parish. So we were located at 33rd and Broadway, which is a great location. We charged our vendors $45. And then we've also been for a year down on the Strand at Saengerfest Park and Hendley Green.
Right.
And for our after dark market. And with that space being $85 and the other being only $50. And vendors down there pull in usually about $3,000 a night.
Really? So how many vendors do you have then, typically?
It depends on the location, but I have like a wait list of 300 vendors. I just do not have the space to to help them all. And a lot of times, we have like duplicates. I have about 10 to 15 soap vendors.
I was going to ask, how do you handle? I mean, do you curate where you've got one of everything or no more than two of everything? How do you do that?
We
Because you've got some common things that people do.
I know. We try to do one, but at this point, like it's been like two.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
two usually similar people, but
But
whenever
not a row of 5 or 6 in a row
no,
then.
no, no, no. Like if we have like for example, somebody does like crochet stuff, we have one that does clothing crochet and the other person does like the little stuffed animal crocheted items,
Right.
if they do soap, they might do both do soap, but one might do like body mist or beard care, men's products, things like that. So we try to have different options and stuff like that. And they also have different smells. So
Yeah, yeah. So I'm a different approach. How many stalls do you have? It's
you know what's crazy is that I just started paying myself last month, a month and a half ago. So for my year's worth of work, I've made $2,000. So it should be a nonprofit, which one day it probably will be, but yeah. Um,
Well, you have come into this with passion, haven't you?
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the thing. Right now, I think we have about 15 to 20 people that actually have went into their own brick and mortars down on the Strand. They've gone into their own like what is it called? Whenever they share spaces, like they have they go in consignment shops,
Yeah,
like
consignment. Okay.
and then like I said, brick and mortars. Several of them have gone in to do that, and a couple of our vendors are actually teamed up and went in on shop together.
No, really.
And yeah, so like
So did you? uh, I'm just full of questions on this. Okay, but
yeah, that's
did you
good.
begin this Did you think of it as an incubator?
No, I just thought that I was gonna probably put it back to where it used to be and just have it, kinda just going, and I'd have a place to set up my own baked goods and stuff like that, and now it's to the point where I have a heck of a time being able to do that because I
Your
have
own. Yeah.
yeah, I have baked goods, and then my son, he does lemonade, and so I'm setting up lemonade and baked goods and 2 info booths and, music area, so I'm setting up a lot of booths, and it's literally at this point just me and my partner and a little bit of my family that help, so it's a lot.
I am quite impressed.
Oh, thank
I
you.
mean, so for me to gain perspective, you thought you were going to pick up an operational entity,
Mhm.
juice it, and apply some marketing to it.
Yeah.
You didn't know that you were going to have such a tiger by the tail.
No, like, funny story. I guess I'll touch on this, like, we're looking at moving into a new location. I can't disclose the location,
Understood.
but I accidentally disclosed the location before the rental agreement has been
Oh
signed,
my.
and that one post alone has over 200,000 views in less than 24 hours. So, it's grown a lot, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, we're going in this from, like, a really, like, kinda we really care about, like, our vendors and them
Right.
being successful, and we have, like, a market family, and I think that that's really what it's been. It's just been everyone's like, "How do you market that? How do you reach so many people?" And it's like, you invest in people, and then they invest in you, and that's how it should be.
You were lucky enough or fortunate enough or insightful enough to have a lot of new market training as you
That
came
too.
through Full Sail,
Mhm.
which puts you in a unique position
Yes.
in terms of really knowing the practicality of social media,
Mhm.
I'm guessing.
I'd like to say that, but it just kind of feels sometimes like I'm throwing stuff at the wall, and sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, but I guess I am a little bit more prepared.
I think that you know which wall to throw it at,
I
okay?
guess so.
That's it.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
going to hit the wall,
yeah,
you sort of need to know where the wall is.
right. Yep.
So if someone goes to the market, let's assuming existing location,
Mhm.
walk me through what a patron, a purchaser would expect to see.
Oh gosh, lots of stuff. Well, usually our info booth is right at the front. We have some merch and stuff like, I just got some of those little keychains,
Yeah.
stickers, t-shirts, tote bags, trying to, kind of get some of our swag and stuff out
Right.
there. We have that available for purchase. And I all these at least I've pressed myself. Um,
Really?
yeah, that was
So
fun.
you're manufacturing T-shirts at the same time,
And
simultaneously.
bags and all that. These I.
No,
The keychains I got online or whatever,
I
and
was
it's the
looking
same thing
for
with
a fob.
stickers.
Matter of fact, I've been looking for
Yeah.
a fob of some kind.
Yeah, so those are online. So there's the info booth, and then you kind of go around. We have food vendors, we have drink vendors, we have crafters. We also have actual artists like like Georgia Knighton and Rick Masters and all these big local artists and stuff like
Yeah.
that are down there too.
Fine art.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then we like I said, we also have like crafters that do like like crochet items, um, artisan vendors like soap. And then we also always have local music and stuff out, like Lida is always out,
Oh, really?
Boo is out all the time, Boo Shafe,
Yeah, yeah.
he's always out and stuff like that, and, so yeah, we just try to kinda have like basically like a big community event, like our little, slogan, it's like, crafted by locals, loved by all, so we want people that are, coming to the island to get stuff that's made by us and take it with them.
Had this been the slogan before, or is this your
That's
slogan?
my slogan. That's my logo too.
Of course it is.
And I've I've designed everything, the cards, the website, the logo, everything I've done myself. And I'm getting to a point that hopefully if we get this new location in place that I can actually hire some people and help them out too.
The existing location for those people that want to drop by is
The existing location as of right now is going to be Saengerfest Park in Hendley Green. So the goal is right now, and I've been in talks with Lida. We're hoping to do something called Lyrics with Lida and have her basically MC an event where we get all like local musicians that come out. We'll have people that will have we'll have like an open jam session or open mic to where they can come and kind of work for tips and show off some of their music and stuff. And then we'll have some performers that are actually playing a full show later on that night. And so that's what we want to do at Henley Green and have some vendors out there in front too.
was the entertainment aspect there previously,
No, it used to run down Mechanic Street,
right?
and it was just everyone vendors just kind of set up. It was like actually right down there. It was just like straight around the
Right,
bank.
we see it
Yeah,
from
yeah, straight.
Studio
Yeah,
206.
yeah, exactly. You just straight along the streets or whatever, and you get a map, and it's like, okay, this is your spot. This is where you be, and you kind of set up, and you kind of like, well,
Here we are.
yeah, here we are. And so that was the goal of bringing it into a more, you know, local space versus just
Solid.
on a street. Yeah, so that everyone's kind of more so together, and it's more of an actual community event.
Are the logistics a little bit easier since you're on a sort of a
Never. I'll tell you this, like, I've been there a year, and setting people up is always like at first, I used to, like, mark out the spots and try to assign numbers, but then someone won't show up or someone's late, and then there's, like, a gap, and it drives me crazy, so now it's like I go out there and I just kinda, like, point, like, "Here, here, here," you kinda go there, and that's how I've been doing
so
it.
so the spontaneity of herding cats is
Kinda.
is is maybe the best way to handle it?
Yeah, it seems that is the best way to deal with it, and then, like, we have vendors that are with us every single month,
Yeah.
like, they are just die hard, and then we call them our A team,
Yeah.
and, they know their spot, and so they just kinda go there,
They have it.
and they have it. Yes, like, the Saengerfest location, like, what we do is if you come out to that first Saturday market that used to be over at 33rd and Broadway,
Mhm.
then you have seniority to, like, choose between Saengerfest Park or Henley Green, and usually they always come to that first, weekend market because they want that space. It's just better at this point, but hopefully whenever we get music over at Henley Green, it'll pick up more. So, depending on the logistics of everything, it should run 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be a longer market. We're hoping that it's going to be on Saturdays and Sundays, and possibly every week. And right now, originally, we were the first Saturday of every month, 10 to 2, over at St. Patrick's Church, that's 34th
Correct.
and Broadway. And then our After Dark Market is every third Saturday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's the one at Saengerfest and Henley Green.
And by the way, we'll have this information on the header of the podcast.
Yeah, it's a lot, sorry.
No, that's okay. You give it, you provide it, and then we'll put it there so everybody can have access to it, and we'll also put the links there so they can click on there and get to all your stuff then.
Sounds good.
Final thoughts. If I'm thinking about going to this market, what should I do and what should I prepare myself for? And
Definitely, if it's hot outside, bring, an umbrella to block the sun, bring some water, unless you wanna, buy drinks, lemonade for my son, that's
There you go. Okay, or don't bring water for that
yeah, there
matter.
you
Just
go.
quench your thirst with her son's booth.
Yeah, and then, if it's, cold out, just make sure you bring, like, a sweater and stuff, but it's a free event, especially the night event out there. We have complimentary wine, park to park. You just gotta visit the info booth and, we'll give you a wristband, but you have to now go from park to park. You can't just stay at one location and just keep drinking all the free booze or anything. Our next event is this Saturday, which is gonna be September 20th.
Right.
I'm not sure when this will air, but it's September
We'll
20th.
try to get it up there before
September
that.
20th, it'll be 3 PM to 9 PM for that after dark event at Saengerfest Park in Hendley Green. We're gonna have live music out there, lots of vendors, food, drinks. And then our next market will be on October, I think it's the 4th or the 5th. It's that first Saturday.
First Saturday.
And that is gonna be located over at the parking lot next to Moody Mansion, and we're gonna be hosting our second annual possum costume contest. So it's gonna be dress up your pets and come out, and we're gonna be giving away, gift certificates and a nice trophy from Galveston Island Market. And so it was a lot of fun last year.
How do you come up with this stuff?
Just do. I don't know. Just I don't know.
Have you always had a knack for just reaching into space and creating these promotional things?
I don't know. I just kinda think about something that I'd wanna do and kind of figure out, okay, well, this is, October, what would be fun, what gets people out? Definitely pets get people out and, that's something I'd wanna go to, and it's a free event, so why not?
Good empathetic marketing then.
I'm trying.
It sounds like you're doing great. And we're talking with Jennifer de Ranieri,
Yeah.
and she is the owner, market manager, and friend
Yes.
of Galveston Island Market. We'll have more conversations, by the way.
Ah, looking forward to it.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
This is the Jim Bratton Podcast.
This has been Jim Bratton Podcast. We hope you have enjoyed, been inspired, informed, angered, or otherwise emotionally stimulated. This is your booth announcer, Sierra Sakel.